And good morning. It's Sunday the 15th of October 2017, and quite a nice warm October Sunday morning, it has to be said. Yes, I did have the coat on when I cycled to church earlier this morning, but yes, it's not too bad at all. Now, I've got a new method of... let me just turn myself down a bit here. I can hear myself in the speakers. Not always a pleasant experience. I've got a new method today, if you're watching on YouTube or Periscope, of picking up your messages. There's a... Let me show you. There's a screen in front of me. There we are. Can you see that? I don't know if you can... I don't think you can see that. Or is it that one? Oh, that's it, yeah. Was I the right way? Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. So this screen here, you see this screen here? That's where I can see exactly what I'm doing live. And in the corner there are the messages from YouTube, I hope, and Periscope. And I'm kind of hoping that they're overlaid, rather than having to have a separate thing up. So I hope that works. I can see Sean's there. Good morning, Sean. I can see Sean. See, he's sent me a message there. So that seems to be working. The Periscope's working. I don't know if there's anyone watching on YouTube live this morning. But if you are, could you send us a message so I can see that's working up there? But they're rather than having to switch between screens, they're now overlaid on the other screen, which makes it a lot easier. Of course, most of you are on the Facebook, so your messages come up in the usual place. And I see the first person this morning is... not Diane again. Oh, Diane. Do you know, I think you've only been first with your message once this week. What is going on, dear? Surely there can't be anything more important than sending me a message first thing in the morning. Dear me, no, it's Nathan again. Good morning, Nathan. And Diane is second. Waynie Martin, I had a bit of a thing with him last... Not that sort of thing. Oh, no. No, we had a little test last night, which I'll tell you about a little bit later on in the show, which is quite exciting. Shania's got to go out to go and have a look at old buses. That's not a nice thing to say about your father, Shania, is it, darling? Really isn't. But good morning, Shania. Have a nice time on the buses. Ding, ding. Do you remember that TV show on the buses? Oh, that was great. I think it's shown on one of the gold channels at the moment, on the buses. If you've never seen it, fantastic. It's sexist and it's racist and it's everything that's completely wrong in this day and age. And we love it. We love it. All right, on the buses, give that a little whirl. Give that a little whirl in your TV sets and see what you think. And come back to me and tell me what you think about it. Oh, no, that shouldn't be on the telly now. You know, because it was a different time then. It was a different time. Good morning to Lee. Good morning, Lee, who enjoyed our camp intro. It's the same every day, Lee. It's the 5-minute countdown. Some people don't like my flute music. My sister hates it. She absolutely hates the flute music that comes in the first 2 minutes of the show. Yes. Good morning to Ants, who says you're up early. Of course, I'm up at 7:30 on a Sunday, Ants. Yes. 7:30 on a Sunday morning, I have to get up to go to church. On my bicycle, I cycle from Bracknell to Wokingham. Thank you. Yes. No one around. No one around. A wonderful time to be. Not a single person to bump into on the way there. I love it. Back over onto Periscope. Hello to Mary, Kate and Ashley, who are watching this morning. Good morning, you two. Hope you're well today. Mary, Kate and Ashley. Morning. Yes, Ross, it works. Thank you, Ross. Ross is watching on YouTube. DJ Richie, hello Richie, is watching on YouTube as well. So that's working as well. That's fantastic news. That's fantastic. And SOS Gold is also watching on YouTube on his smart TV. Well, you've got more than I have. I haven't got a smart TV. No, honestly, I've got a lovely Panasonic thing downstairs. Cost me just over £1,000. It's a 50-inch. Cost me £1,000 years ago. You can get a better telly now for like 400. But, you know, that's the way the things go. Actually, the one downstairs, it's not even LED, it's a plasma. It's plasma. I don't know if it's the same sort of plasma they use to fire out of the Starship Enterprise when it needs to go fast. I don't know if it's the same sort of plasma, but it is plasma. It's an old plasma telly downstairs. And the trouble is, you know, I buy quality electronics. You know, I'm not going to go into Tesco's and buy the unbranded telly. Now, I did that once. And it was from Tesco's. I think it was a It was a name like Technics, but it wasn't Technics. Tenic might have been Tenic. And I had it for a year. And at month 13, it broke down. Give Tesco their due. I rang them up and said, look, this is out of guarantee. I paid £300 for it. Can you do anything? I know it's out of guarantee. And they sent me a cheque for 250 quid. And I thought that was very fair. Very impressed with the service. You know, so I bought an LG one, and I've had the LG ones. I've got a couple of those, one in the bedroom and one in the kitchen, and I've had those about 5 years. Very good, LG. In fact, my air conditioning up there is LG as well. I'm quite a fan of their products. But because I buy a quality product, they last forever. Panasonic. Now, this is good in the way that you will have that item that you probably spent, I don't know, £50 to £100 more than you would have done on something of not such good quality. However, because technology keeps moving on very quickly, that means you're stuck with the old one that is working perfectly well, so you don't want to upgrade to the next one because that one still works. Unless you're like my best mate, who whenever something comes out, I've got to have it. Oh, I've got to have that now. Got to have that now. He can't wait for the new iPhone to come out. He's going to get one of those. I might be getting one of those as well. So thank you. Good morning, SOS Gold on his smart TV. Good morning to Ian Pinnell, who is on Periscope as well. Good morning, who says, I remember when you was on Off the Chart Radio. That is some time ago now, isn't it? I do a little radio show. That's on Mondays at Upload Radio. 10 o'clock every Monday morning, uploadradio.com. Just one a week. Bit of music and chat, you know, classical as well. Just a little classic now. Tomorrow's classical song is a Mozart. Oh God, how's it go now? I think it's this one. I think it's that one tomorrow, along with music from the 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s, 90s, today and yesterday. And just a tiny little bit of chat. That's every Monday, 10 o'clock, uploadradio.com. I hope you'll be able to join me for that, okay? Thank you, Jonathan. All right. Let's have a flick through there. Jonathan says, have you got a new career working for Panasonic? Well, if they pay the money. If they pay the money and give me the time to do my shows as well, then I would be much appreciated that. Good morning to Steve Coe. Good morning, Steve. Rod says, good morning, Rod. Waynie hates the pipe music, as I say. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Now, if you're not with us, right at the very beginning of the show, that is when I click on. It's very difficult to get me there because the whole idea of that 5-minute intro is people see it, oh, right, okay, it's starting in 5 minutes. So you're unlikely to see the very first bit at the top there, you see. Pamela says, another Brit on Periscope. Yeah, I hope I entertain you, Pam. Hope I entertain. It's all about having a little bit of a laugh on here. There's none of this, oh, look at me, aren't I pretty? Please come and chat me up. No, I like to have a little chat with people. That's why I'm here, okay? Yes, so do you want a little bit of the pipe music? Just to hear what it sounds like? Do you want me to find that for you? No? I'll just play you a... Oh, I don't know if I can find it now. Is that going to be in jingles, maybe? Let me find it for you, and I'll play you just a tiny little bit. That's it. Which one is it now? Is it this one? I think it's this one. It's this one. This one. Here we go. Now, tell me that you like this. Please tell me you like this. Oh, I love it. Don't you love that? But that's all. I'm tempting you there. That is the bit of music that I play at the very beginning of the show. Now, if you want to hear it in its entirety later, when I finish the show, you need to go on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK. All one word, CHRISREARDON UK. Chris Reardon UK. All right? And the very start of it is that whole piece of music, which is 2 minutes long. You love it, don't you? I know some of you love it. Not Waynie. Waynie doesn't love it. Good morning to Ray Reynolds, who joins us this morning. Good morning, Ray. Paul Anderson is in Amsterdam. When it's spring again, I'll bring to you tulips from Amsterdam, although not at the moment because they're dead now. They're growing in their little bulbs, ready to erupt into a ball of colour at some point in the spring next year. Got a couple of stories to tell you as well. Good morning, Jim Clark. Gilbert. Good morning, Gilbert. You're new, aren't you? Welcome along to the show, Gilbert. Paris is there. Good morning, Paris. Blimey, there's a lot of you there this morning, isn't there? Hello to Merlin, who's just landed back at Heathrow, jet lagged. Was it a bumpy landing? Anyone been on a bumpy landing on a plane? Not necessarily the landing. You know the bit where it's coming in and it's and it like that. Oh, it's frightening. I love it. Do you know what I love? Being on a bumpy aeroplane and all the people at the back, they're screaming, "Oh, we're gonna die! We're gonna die! We're gonna die!" No, you're not gonna die. There's a pilot on there who's gonna save you. Honestly, he will. I'm glad Ross likes the music. Lee says, what's on ITV3 on weekdays? My mum doesn't like the countdown. We'll tell her not to watch then. Don't watch it. Your mum does like the countdown. I think it's you winding me up. There we are. Thank you, Heidi. It's Technica. Thank you, Heidi. The television that I bought from Tesco's was Technica, and it only lasted 13 months. But give Tesco their due. They gave me 250 quid towards another telly. So there we are. Good morning to Soraya, who says, "Hi there, crazy British man." That's me. Crazy. Crazy. I'm crazy for being so lonely. Being lonely, don't bother me, mate. Being on my own, don't bother me at all. Oh, it's wonderful. I go to bed, I stretch out like that. No one nicks my cover. If I'm too hot, I turn the heating down. No one, "Oh, can you turn the heating up?" No, there's no one here to moan. Oh, I love it, the fact that people don't moan. Good morning to my nephew, Gary Butler, who's with us this morning. Wendy's there. Morning, Mark. John, Mark. I'm on a 65-inch. Paul, I've never been so big. I know I've lost some weight. Here, can I just show you something? I've been going to Slimming World, those of you that don't know. No, Slimming. Linda, who is Queen of Slimming World, told me off. She said, "I like your shows, but you keep calling it Slimmers World, and it's not. It's Slimming World. Slimming World." Can I just show you? Now, this shirt, okay, I could not do up in June. And when I say I couldn't do it up, the buttons actually wouldn't go in the holes. Check this out. And I was looking at this in church this morning. Check this out. Look, right? Okay. So, look at this. So that, forget the weight. That, where is it now? Let's just do this at the side. That is how much I've lost. Look at that. Can you, I might be on the blooming mic. There you are. Look at that. There's me, and that's how much I've lost. So that's got to be 4 inches, isn't it? 4 inches. It's good, isn't it? Slimming World works. As always, as I always say, if you're fat and you're happy, I don't care if you're 20 stone. If you're happy with being 20 stone, all well and good. You know, nothing wrong with that. We don't care what people look like. But if you're not happy, you can do something about it. You really can. Thank you, Pamela. It wasn't hard. Slimming World is all about changing the food you eat and how you cook it. It's not about cutting back on portions. You go and see some of these Weight Watchers meals. Well, blimey. I mean, a mouse would be still hungry after one of those, wouldn't it? A little Weight Watchers meal. You got to look at the Slimming World meals if you don't want to cook yourself. I do all my own cooking now. Nothing comes out of a box anymore. Okay, occasionally my veggie burgers come out of a box. But I don't buy any pre-made meals at all now. I cook it all from scratch, which is quite nice. So let me tell you, let's just catch up there. Good morning, Callum. Where are we going? Upwards or downwards with those? I'm not quite sure. I'm going the wrong way. No wonder I couldn't find anything. There we are. Waynie says no more pipe music. You can vote as much as you want, Waynie. This is not a what's it called? This is not democratic, this show. I do what I want. I'm not asking for a vote, dear. It's not X Factor. Oh, who can we vote off today? No, none of that. There's no democratic here. If you don't like something, it's quite easy. You turn it off. Or you can send in an email of complaint and I shall print it off. And I'm short of toilet paper at the moment, so I'll take that letter of complaint and take it into my toilet and put it on the little roll that the toilet paper goes on, next to my wet wipes. I hope you all use wet wipes, incidentally. Very important to cleanse the area properly after. Yes, it's the dictator show. That's what it is. All I need now to become a proper dictator is to go on one of those sun lounges, just like Mr. Trump does, doesn't he? I think so. All right, now let's get some stories done, boys and girls, or we're never going to start. So yesterday started off really well. I was very pleased with myself yesterday. I had intended to do a show yesterday morning. Usually I try and do one a day, except on a Monday at some point. Now, I don't schedule the show, okay? So it's not like at 10 o'clock. I've got a lot of new people today, so welcome along, boys and girls, okay? I don't like do it at like 10 o'clock every morning. That's not how I can't... I used to do it like that, but I found it very restrictive, because then you might want to do something that day. Oh, I've got to be there at 10 o'clock. So I do it as and when. So you need to have the little notifications thing switched on. That's the wonderful thing about the Facebook. You know, if you do I think it's the subscribe or notification or follow, something like that. And the same with Periscope as well. If you do the follow thing, then whenever I do so, and you think, oh, I'm not doing anything now, you know, or I can't sleep, I'll put Chris on, you know, because most people, while they're watching this show, do actually fall asleep. You know, in fact, last week, 4 people died. It became so boring that 4 people actually died last week while watching my show. But you know what? That's not such a bad thing, is it? Just have a little look now and imagine, you know, I am the last thing you see before you go to heaven. Or some of you, you better take your sun cream down there, mate. It's a bit hot down there, isn't it? Yes, and you, bit hot down there. So you need to have that little thing sorted there, okay? So that when I do show, you get notification. Oh, I'm not doing anything. I'll join in today, and it is about joining in, not just watching as well. Okay. So yesterday it started off quite well, but I didn't do a show because I wanted to go and get some earth. I'm a very, very keen gardener. Very keen gardener. I am an amateur gardener. Okay, if you start asking me questions about, oh, if I put this bulb in, can you tell me when it will come up and how big it will be? I have no idea. Just pour them in the ground and see what happens. That's what I say. I don't have a perfect garden, and I'm going to show you my garden in a minute. It's not like, you know, everything is cut to the same length and all that. However, I like to grow things. And as well as having a garden, I've got lots of pots. And I'd run out of earth. I keep buying plants, and quite frankly, there is no more space for plants. I started having to dig up the lawn to put more of my shrubs in, and I'll show you them in a moment. So I wanted to go to Home Base, which is like a DIY place to do all sorts of stuff in there for earth and some other bits and pieces. But I also wanted to go to the post office because I received one of these yesterday. Oh, yes. It's the old, let me just cover my address here. Can't have you turning up here. People will turn up and start taking photographs. Here, look, here. So there, I've got the old post office card through my thing yesterday. I thought, well, I'll go down the post office first. Now, I don't normally go on a Saturday. But I went down the delivery office, knowing full well that it will have one miserable bloke. It's not miserable. That's unfair. There's one bloke that works in the delivery office or the sorting office, whatever it's called, you know, where you go and pick up your parcels and the registered letters that you've got to sign for. And he works at the speed of a snail. It doesn't matter if there's 20 people queuing up to get their parcels and things, with the queue snaking out of the door and then into the car park. There he is, and he comes along, right, I'm not joking, he's got a pair of glasses on like this, and he says, "Can I have your card, please?" So there's 20 of us in the queue. Now, why he can't take 5 at a time, I don't know. Because whoever it was before he was there, they used to take several at a time. They really did, right? So can I have your card, please? He says he'll say to someone, and you give him a card, and he gets the card, and then he starts on the computer with one finger. Then he kicks a foot, and then he starts looking at the screen. Then he does something else. And then he sniffs, and he shuffles out. Couple of minutes later, he'll come back with either the parcel or the letter, or to inform the person that he can't find what they want, or to tell them that they haven't left long enough since when they got the card to when they go to the post office. Right, that's one person. One person, that is, boys and girls. Remember, there can be 10, 15 people in the queue, so you can see it's not the place you want to be, really. It's the last place you want to be, because queuing up is so boring. It's not like if you go to Disney. Anyone been to Disney? And you can queue for a Disney ride for 45 minutes, but there are things going on around. Characters coming out and meeting little children, and children playing, and and big screens showing cartoons and shows all the time. Dreadful. Just dreadful, the bloke in there. And I've never seen anyone else in there. He's the only one that's in there. Fast pass. Thank you, Ricky. Yeah, very good. Fast pass will get you past the queues. But even so, if you do have to queue at Disney or, somewhere similar, I think Universal, because I've been to Florida a few times. I love it. Perhaps if I could get a job in Florida on the radio or doing this, then I would take it. I would take it like that. Absolutely, I would take it. I'm off. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, a little bit worried about the wind that you have. You have a little bit of wind recently, didn't you, dears? Did you have a little bit of wind in Florida recently? Oh, they all moan, didn't they? Have you seen this lot, in Florida recently? Man, it's a bit windy. Well, just get on with it, dear. We have a lot of rain here. We never talk about it. Never say a word about the weather in the UK. So I get there. And there is about 15 people in the queue. So I pulled in. I was in my car. I pulled into the car park. I saw the queue. I reversed out and went straight back out again. No, I'm not standing there on a Saturday morning for 45 minutes because you're so blooming slow getting my parcel. No, I'll try again tomorrow. Okay. So from there, I went to home base, and I wanted some earth. And I wanted some yellow pansies, because I got some yellow pansies from the garden centre the other day. They're little flowers. And they weren't, I didn't get enough. I'm about 6 pansies short. Okay? I'm about 6. Are we getting dodgy messages from someone? Oh, that's all right. Just ignore those. It doesn't bother me. Just ignore the dodgy messages. They just want a bit of attention. That's all right. Don't worry about those. So I went in there. And I'm pushing my trolley around. Fortunately, I managed to get the trolley where you don't have to put the pound in. There's 2 of those. I hate that. I just hate that. Pushing the having to put a pound in the blooming the trolley to use the. I really hate that. I don't know why. And you've never got that pound, have you? Have you noticed that? All other times, in your wallet or purse, you've got loads of coins, haven't you? The moment you need that pound coin for a trolley, not a single pound coin in there. Anyway, I got the one without the pound. So I'm pushing through. There's the meet and greet there. Good morning, sir. Yes, good morning. How are you today? I'm all right. I don't know how they do that job. Meet and greet. God, man. How do you do that? How do you look happy? How do you look happy to every single person that comes in that place, especially the miserable ones? Miserable one. They've usually got a pair of glasses like that. They're about my age, about less hair than me, and they come in with their wives. Miserable as sin, don't they? Why have you ever come out of your house looking so blooming miserable? You see, I see a lot of them walking around miserable as sin. I say hello to them cheerfully. And I say again and again until they reply, hello, hello, good morning. Oh, good morning. And sometimes you get a smile out of them. Pamela says, we have a new pound coin now. Do they still work with trolleys? Not tried it. Neither have I, because I got the one with that pound coin, Pamela. You'll have to try it yourself, darling. Where are you, Pamela? You'll have to try it yourself. So here we are. I'm moving through and straight out the back to the gardening section. So I went over to my usual bags of earth. Now, usually I'll get the 50-litre bag, which is it's quite what's the word? Handleable? I don't know what you'd say. You can. I mean, they're easy to move around. You know, the 50-litre bags, and they've usually got some sort of offer on. 3 bags for £10. 50 litres. But they had 120-litre bags for I think £7. Look, I've got the receipt here. Look at that, for £7.19. Ding! And I thought, I can save a bit of money here. Now, 120-litre bag, that's heavy. That's heavy. And there has been times where I've tried to pick one up and I couldn't do it. And it's funny, as you get older, I'm 54 now, okay? As you get older, you can't do things always that you were able to do in your 20s, 30s, or indeed 40s. Lifting heavy things is one of them. But sometimes you are stronger than other days. If you're over sort of 50, you'll know this. Some days you are stronger than you are not on other days. So I thought, I'll give it a try. And a lot of the time, with these big bags, it's not so much the weight, it's the shape. If you try and pick it up from the front with the two things, no chance. So I got the bottom of this bag towards my stomach and I pulled it towards me. And it slid. And I got it and I lifted it up and I thought, shall I take this back? Because remember, I've got to get it from the car to my house. Now, I don't have a garage in the house. I do have a garage, but it's kind of in a block of garages. So I have to get it from there to my house. So I've pulled this thing towards me and I've got it like that. And I thought, yeah, go on, give it a go. So I've put one in a basket and I thought £7.19. That's a good price. Good price. 120 litre. I thought, do you know, I'm going to have another one. And I bought another one. I bought 2, and these 2 things are in the trolley now. Of course, I'm now trying to push the trolley, and the damn trolley keeps going over to the side. Why does that happen? Why hasn't someone yet bought out electric supermarket trolleys yet? It's about time. That would be a good idea. Oh, Steve's going to Tesco's. Steve, just something for you to try in Tesco's. See, I don't know if they've still got them. Candy floss grapes. Candy floss grapes. Tried them. I think they got them in Tesco's at the moment. Right, so I got the 2 bags of earth. Now, I'm now looking for the yellow pansies. And they have yellow pansies, but not the same ones as I've already got. So, oh, no. No, because they've got to be the same ones, haven't they? So I thought, well, I'll leave the pansies. I'll just get the earth. And I'm just about to go out. And I noticed some troughs, so long. Candy floss grapes. All right, try them. Candy. Right, okay. So they've got these troughs so big, I suppose, about 5 foot long, these troughs. And they are planted up, which I'm going to show you in a minute, with beautiful pink cyclamens. Pink cyclamens, they'll be flowering now, and even when it's colder, they will keep going. I don't think they go right the way through, but they keep going a little bit longer. So there we are. Now, so I bought those as well, and I'm kind of juggling around in this blooming trolley now, and I got to the till and paid for the goods, and out I went and loaded it back into my car. To be fair, without too much trouble at all, so I managed to do that. Then I thought, well, I'll just pop round to the post office again, because I'd been in there 25 minutes. Gone back round to the post office. Nope, the queue's even longer now. Even longer queue. No, I'm not going to stand there and wait for that. So I've come back home, got my stuff out of the car, took the plants out first and displayed them downstairs outside my front, which I'm going to show you in a second. And then I got the bags of earth, and without too much difficulty, I managed to get them through the house and into the back garden and into the shed where they are stored. And it's true, sometimes you are stronger than you are at other times. And yesterday, I must have been very, very strong yesterday. I'm very, very impressed with myself. Very impressed with myself. So that was that. So I've got my plants out the front now, and here we go, right? Let me show you the plants at the front. There we are. Now, that's a little bit far away, but that's the front. That's looking out from one of my top windows, okay? That's looking out from one of my top windows at the front there. Get a little bit closer. There we go. They are the 3 pink cyclamen troughs that I bought. And let me tell you how much they were. £5.97. I thought that was a damn good price for those. £5.97, those each one. So that's about 15 quid there. That's the little pink things at the front. And they will go quite a long time. Aren't they nice? Aren't they really nice? And behind those are the, in those square boxes, I've got bulbs in there, tulips, which will come up in the springtime. I can't remember what's in them. There's something in the middle. I can't remember what's in the middle now, but there's something else in the middle. And you can see the pansies. Well, if you look on the left, not enough pansies. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the big one in the middle, 5, 6. I'm missing 6 pansies. So, you know, that's how it is. So that's how the front of my garden looks. That's nice, isn't it? Nice. And after that, as I go back to that other photograph there, the other one, you can see that after that, oh, hang on a minute. No, that's wrong. Yeah. After that, you see that's all there is in front of me. And it's nice, isn't it? It's not real. That's not my, strictly, that's not my land. That's owned by the council. But I kind of put those bits out there and they don't seem to mind. Anthony says you can never have enough pansies. Oh, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay, so here's the back garden. Now, I took this this morning. As you can see, I've got a little bit of washing hanging out there as well. You've seen me wear those. Just to prove to you that I do actually wash my stuff. I'm very aware that sometimes, and I've got like 2 or 3 shirts that are the same, and it can look like I'm wearing the same clothes all the time, but actually I'm not. All right? And that area at the back there, that's what I was saying to you at the beginning of the show. I don't have a perfect, and everything's measured out and all that business. I see a gap and I put a plant in, and you can't actually see the colours at the back near the satellite dish. They're a deep purple, but they're kind of not showing too well on the picture there. But yeah, that's the back garden there. So it's nice, isn't it, eh? Do you like my garden? Very, very pretty. Very pretty indeed. So that was that. I did that. Then I had my lunch, and I was supposed to go up to my mate's house after that. Let's just do some of your messages while I'm... because we're not keeping up with the messages this morning, are we? Let's just go back a little bit. There we go. Good morning to Shane. Good morning, Shane, who's in Kent this morning. Shane Cameron. Hello, sir. Welcome along to the show, Shane. Craig's there. Good morning, Craig. Were you DJing sometime yesterday? A little children's party or something? Craig is a mobile DJ. That's how I used to do that. Mobile DJ. A lot of hard work. A lot of hard work and lifting stuff around and all that. Actually, Craig, I just gave away 2 speakers and an amplifier. And these speakers I gave away were about 27 years old. They weren't big. They weren't big at all. And I put them in the car. My God, they were heavy. I'm so glad I don't have to carry around that stuff now, although the newer stuff isn't so heavy. I mean, I've got 2 speakers with integral amplifiers, what they call powered speakers. They're nowhere near as heavy as the old speakers I had without amplifiers in, so I've just given some of those away. Good morning to Chris, who says, never put wet wipes in the toilet. No, you're right, Chris. That's very, very important. And they don't go in the toilet. They go in a bin and straight outside in the in my green... bin, what do you call that thing? You know, wheelie bin outside. Green wheelie bin, which itself has a liner in it. Oh, yes. I've got the cleanest bins in this street, dear. I'm telling you that now. Now, on a Monday, actually, I do mine tonight, but on a Monday, we have to put our bins up in the court, you know, ready for the bin man to come. And let me tell you, there's some very unclean bins around there. It's not too bad now, but in the summer, all these flies are, and I'm sorry, dear. Please put clean bins out. Awful. ghastly people. Please clean your bins out immediately. There's my clean with the bin liner and all that, and it all folds out. And then when they take it away, I open the bin and it's clean because I've had a bin liner in there. Very important. Good morning to John Aitken. Good morning, John. Yeah, we're waiting for the sun to come out. It looks like it's brightening up now. It's cloudy, but not cold. In fact, I've got the air conditioning on in this room this morning. I've got an air conditioning thing in here. Good morning to Mark Whittle. Said, better stop watching. I don't want you to be the last person I see. Postman Pat needs to come out and meet everyone. Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Good morning, Ashley, who says, where did you go last night? Well, I went home, Ashley. It was time to go. Yeah, I have to explain to Ash. Ashley's a lovely chap who comes in one of the pubs that I work in. For my work, I do karaoke and quiz nights. And also a tiny little bit of DJing. I don't do much DJing now. Ashley's a customer in Central Station. Ashley, when I've finished, I go. That's it. I don't want to hang around. The job is done. It's a job. You know when you've finished your job at work, right? Because he works with potatoes and fish and all that business. When you've done do you hang around talking to everyone or do you want to get out? The job is done. I want to leave. You know, lovely people, such as yourself, in particular on a Friday night, when I finish doing the karaoke, and I finish on a Friday, I finish at 12. When I finished, 12 o'clock, I want to go. That's it. I've stood up there for 4 hours, smiling, talking, and pushing buttons. I want to get in my car and go home. I don't hang around. It's a job. See, it's a job. Now, if you was to ring me up during the daytime, very happy to talk to you, but the job is done. Do you know what I mean? So I want to go. That's it. That's there's a few of us a little bit like that. That doesn't mean to say I haven't had a good time, and I don't love everyone because I do. But the job is finished. 12 o'clock, finished, gone. That's it. All right. Just to explain that to you, darling. Nothing to do with you not wanting to talk to you, love. Nothing to do with that. And you must let me go. I want to go. Let's have a look. Thank you. Wendy likes the garden, as indeed does lovely Diane. All right. I'm glad you like my garden. I like my garden as well. There's nothing better than doing a little bit of gardening going on like that. Anthony says, I'm like that when I have an escort and I've done the business. Peggio, what part of England do you live? I live in Bracknell, which is in Berkshire. Have a little look on the map there, and it's very trees and all that sort of stuff. Anthony takes his shirts to Morrison's, washed and ironed, $1.75 each. Do you really? Morrison's don't do that here. There's a lady who does my ironing, and it's not $1.75 each. I think I give her 2 bags, and she charges me about 20 quid, which is fantastic. You know, I mean, it's a great price. Right, so in the summer, who's this? Good morning to Mr. Distiller. How are you, sir? Irving is in the house. Irving says, in the summer when it's very hot, I give my bin collector men a gallon bottle of ice cold water and paper cups. On Boxing Day, I decorate my bin with ribbon and a large bow. I don't believe you. Crusher wants to know, what is my favourite Christmas song? Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sin. And it's got to be done with a really loud organ and orchestra. That's my favourite Christmas carol. Hark the herald angels sing. All right? Thank you, Ashley. I'm still waiting for my grapes, Ashley, if you haven't found them yet. Frank Sinatra's Christmas album. Oh, wow. Let me write that down. Of course, I've never thought he of course he would have one, wouldn't he? Xmas album. I'll love it. Is that on Spotify? Is it on Spotify, that one? I'll have a little listen to that if I can. So, the morning went okay. Then I had my lunch. I had spaghetti arrabbiata sauce on the top of that, which is all homemade. And I was going to go to my mate's house, but I've been having problems with my Ring doorbell. Now, my Ring doorbell, it's like a little doorbell, and it's got an integral camera in it. someone pushes the doorbell, and as well as ringing on the bell, and I've got a plug-in bell here, it comes up on my iPhone, and you get a picture of the person who's rung the bell, and you can, wherever you are in the world, you can click that and talk to them through the doorbell. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Look it up when I've finished. Ring doorbells. They're really good. And as well as someone pushing the button and it coming up here, you can also, most people have them set up to automatically start recording anything that happens in front. Okay? Again, I'll get the phone, not at the moment because I've got the sound switched off. It'll go ding-a-ling, and then a picture, it will say motion detected. Now, you can, and already it's recording to a server, probably somewhere in California, assuming it hasn't been burnt down yet, probably some data center in America somewhere. It's recording straight away. So if it was to have a burglar or somewhere like that, and I think, oh, that's a camera there, where nicked that, too late. It's already seen them and it's filmed them. You see what I mean? It's like it's the same with all security cameras. By the time it's like the police people. You know, the police with their speed guns when they're catching people speeding. It's like that. By the time you've seen the policeman with the speed gun, too late, mate. They've got you. No point in braking. No, and the police know anyway when you're speeding. They know if your car suddenly dips like that, they know you've slammed the brakes on because you think you're going to get away. Too late, they've seen you. It's the same with this Ring door camera. As soon as something moves in front of it, it starts recording. It also comes up there, motion detected. I can click that and watch live out the front. I'll do it now for you. And at any time, I can click on here and watch what's happening at the front. So now, you may not be able to see this. Hang on a minute. Let's just do this. Right, so there's the Ring app there. Now watch this, right? So I click on that. I hope it'll be hope you'll be able to see it as well. Right, can you see that? That says live view there. It's a little bit too shiny for the camera, I think. Look, let's try this one here. Maybe it'll be better on that one. 1 minute. Is that 3? Wait, are you there? There. Right, okay. No, it's just the same, innit? Okay. Let's go back to the button. Right, so live view. So I click on that, right? Live view, right? And I just turn that around like that. And on there you go. If I hold it like that, you can see that. Now that's actually the front of my house now. Isn't that fantastic? That's the front of my house now. And now if I see someone, here's the sound, right? Right, so it's dead quiet out there at the moment. There's no sound, so you can't hear anything. And if I push the green button, I can talk through the bell if there's someone out there, to the person out there. So we'll just hang up, right? Hang up there. And it's fantastic. And I've had it for a while. I've had it for quite a few months now, and it's fantastic. Pamela says, stand on the street with a hairdryer and see how many people slow down. What a fantastic idea. With a camera. I love it. I love it. Crusher says, now I know how I can stalk my true love. Have you got a true love? La la da da. True love, true love. That's a nice song. That's a nice song, isn't it? Mark says, how many people break in via the front door? Well, I don't know. At the back, I'm surrounded by brambles and holly and stuff like that. Now, Ring, the company Ring, and incidentally, this program is not sponsored by Ring, but you can buy other cameras literally to set up, and they're all wire-free. All wire-free. You don't need to have a power cable going to any of them or anything like that. What you need is for your router to be able to pick up the Wi-Fi signal from it, though, and it works fantastically. They're battery-operated. You need to charge up the battery. You need to take it out, plug it in. My battery seems to last anything between 6 weeks and 2 months. As long as that. Because, of course, it's not filming all the time. Now, if you keep clicking live view and watching it, then it will drain the battery down quicker. Okay? And that's how it works. But you can also buy cameras to put, as you say, out the back, round the side, and they all interconnect with this system, and you can just click it. So it's great and fantastic. However, I've been having a little bit of a problem in that I haven't been getting the notifications, i.e. ding dong, and it's really loud. Okay, so you'll be out somewhere, ding dong, oh, and it's in your pocket and it will vibrate, same as a phone call, and you look and it say someone's at your front door, you click a thing, open it up, and you can talk to the person and see them. It's not been doing that. Not been getting the notifications. So yesterday, I rung up the Ring technical help desk. And fantastic service. An American woman it was, who rings, well, you don't actually ring them, you know, you send a thing, please ring me type thing, and then they call, from America. And it was this lady in America, and she was fantastic, helpful, understanding, listened, and she went through endless things for us to try. We uninstalled the app, reinstalled the app, took the bell off the wall, reset it, updated it. And she was on the phone over an hour to me. On and off. You know, we done stuff to the phone, all this, and it just would not work. And I had this feeling, because we've had 3 Apple iPhone updates recently, haven't we? What's it called? It's Ring. R-I-N-G. It's called Ring, okay? Type in Ring doorbell and you'll find it. So I thought it was something to do with the update, and so did she. She says, I think it's going to be something to do with the Apple update, because sometimes they do these updates and it throws something else out. A good example of that is my car. I couldn't get the internet on my car, right? The idea was I got a Toyota, lovely Toyota car, RAV4, hybrid one, okay? And the car, to get the internet, the car talks to the phone, and the phone picks up the internet. But it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work. It used to work, and then it stopped working. Today, it worked, and it's working again now. So I know that sometimes they do an update, and it mucks up something else. So I thought it must be that. Anyway, I put the phone down. So and now I'm a little bit upset. I get not angry. I just get disappointed with technology sometimes, and how it's difficult and how it doesn't always work. You know what I mean? So I've gone to bed late for my afternoon nap at 5:30 instead of like 4:30, 4 o'clock. Couldn't get to sleep because I'm bothered about this thing not working. I know it sounds stupid. It's only a doorbell, but it's a piece of technology that doesn't work, and that gets to me. That really does. So I've gone to work, and all this business. Last night I was drove into London, put the cabaret on. Great show last night. We had Adora Dix, ADORA DIX, which is a drag queen at Central Station Bar last night. That was really good. She's old school. Now, see, I like old school drag. That doesn't mean they're all old. There are young, old school drag people. Okay? What I don't understand is alternative drag. Drag queens with beards. I don't get it. Or strange makeup that doesn't actually try and look like a woman, but is more like outrageous. I can't explain it. It's not to say they're no good. That's incorrect. Just not for me. You understand what I mean? I like perhaps I'm old school. That's how it is. Although you talk to some of the youngsters, they say, "Oh, we don't get the beards, drag queens with beards and all that." I don't get it. Sorry, not for me. You do wonderful performances, I'm sure, but not for me. That's only my personal thing. You know, like vote. You vote Labour, you vote Conservative. Whatever you vote is fine by me. Don't care. That's your choice, right? So we had her last night, and then I came home, and that was a blooming nightmare coming home last night. So instead of taking an hour and 10 minutes, it was an hour and 40, and they kept closing roads. Every time I went down a road, oh, God, they closed the A40 flyover thing last night. But you know, it seemed to have happened just as I left, so the sat-nav didn't pick this up, and I had to queue up. And then eventually I went down some back streets, and they were all clear. I used the the SatNav Waze, W-A-Z-E, which is excellent, and it's free. It's very, usually it picks up everything, but it didn't pick this up last night. And on the way, but while I was at work, we had a group of youngsters in. And I was doing a bit of DJing. The show had finished, and it's about 11:30. I don't finish till 12. Well, I got out around about 5:02 last night. A bit naughty, but well. And I'm picking up my phone, and I've done that. I don't know why. I flicked upwards, and there was this there's all these green buttons, right? Let's see if I can do that now. There it is. So I flicked up the phone. Okay, you see these, and there's all these buttons, right? And there's this one, which was lit up white. And I didn't know what it was, because it doesn't say. It is just like a half moon. And it was lit up. So I went over to the young people. I said, what's this button for here? That's do not disturb. And I said to them, is that on or off? And he said, it's on. I said, so what does that mean? He said, well, you won't get notifications or phone calls. And it suddenly dawned on me that I must have at some point turned that on. So I've turned it off. Crusher, Conchita from Eurovision. Fantastic. Loved. I won £450 on that song. I put a bet on there, £100, £450 I won on that. Good, isn't it? Anyway, back to this story. So it suddenly dawned on me that I must have turned this thing on at some point. I bet if I turn it off, my bell will start working. So I've turned it off there. I'm driving home in this traffic. You know, want to get home. I'm hungry now because I have dinner when I get in. Got home, got to the front door. Immediately, as I got to the front door, it went ding, 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 ding. Picking up emotion. I thought, well, it hasn't done that for a while. Then I pushed the button and it rang. I went and had my dinner, come back out, pushed the button again, and it rang again. Done the wash, put the dishwasher on, come back out again, pushed it again, and it rang. So there you go. I had turned on the do not disturb button. Hour and 15 minutes I was on the phone to that woman in America. God, blimey. So there we are. Problem sorted, I'm pleased to say. Problem sorted at last. There we go. All right, what's the time? 10 past 12. I think we're going to have to wrap up soon. That's what we must do. Good. Righty-ho. Let's do today's birthdays. We haven't done any news stories today, have we? Does that matter? Doesn't matter, does it? I must go and because I'm running out of time now. I've got I'm doing a karaoke tonight. If you're in the North London area, in Camden Town, I'll be hosting karaoke tonight. That's at the Camden Eye, Camden Town. Come out of the tube station, cross the road. There's the pub. It's very, very close to the tube station. You come out the right door. You see the Camden Eye. If you can't see it, you've come out the wrong door. Go to the other one. There's that side and there's that side. You've got to come out that side, sort of thing. Not the Camden High Street side, the other side. Okay, come out of there, look over the road. Oh, there's the Camden Eye. Walk in, come and sing us a song, or watch our wonderful singers. So that's tonight and every Sunday, 8 till 10:45. It's only a short one tonight. All free to come in. Buy yourself a drink, come and sing us a song. Sunday night karaoke tonight at the Camden Eye, Camden Town, 8 till 10:45. Okay? All right. What's that, Ashley? What would you have told you? What the do not disturb button? Oh dear. I don't know. All that worry and all that worry. Oh, I'm so worried, Ashley. I really am. Is Scott with you this morning as well? Good morning, Scott. Okay. All right, let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls, and I'll do tomorrow's birthdays. Yes, actually, well, not with you tomorrow, am I? Because I've got my music and chat show tomorrow at 10 o'clock. That's at uploadradio.com. 10 o'clock tomorrow, uploadradio.com for our music and chat show. Let's see if we can do a little live thing. Oh, I nearly forgot to tell you. So we've discovered a new way to do shows. Now, What you've seen and heard today will continue as it is. But I've discovered a new way to do shows, and it can involve you video calling and having your picture come up in the corner, like your live video feed. This I can do, but only on Facebook. It only works on Facebook. So you need to join me on Facebook, facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK. Do a follow or a join on there. And then whenever you join a show, you can join in by actually being like in a little corner, sort of be up there, up there somewhere. There'll be a corner and there'll be your live video there, right? Obviously, you'd have to be on a smartphone as well. But I think it only works on Facebook Live. So we tried this out last night with Waynie, and it worked. It worked to a point. Sometimes when I had a video of someone up there and me at the same time, sometimes the synchronization went out a little bit. But my guess is Facebook will work on that, and that will come. And it works really well. Pamela's seen it. It does work, Pamela. Okay, we did one last night. I had to do it upwards. For some reason, we couldn't get it to work like that. But I'll be testing this again probably tonight, and we'll see how we go. So that's something new. And if I do those, they'll probably be quite late at night, those ones. All right, if we do sort of one in there, because I won't be able to do it like in here. Well, I could, I could set that up there and do it in here, but that means it doesn't go on the YouTube and all that. And it's quite nice to do this and that as a separate thing. So I'll probably do those sort of things at night. All right, so if you're interested in have a go on that, keep an eye out like night time. That would be sometime between sort of 10 o'clock and 2 in the morning. And if you see us and we're doing it like that, then you can join in if you want to. Now, you can only have one person join in at a time, unfortunately. We've discovered that. I will try and do it again like that today, because I think that's better than that. I don't like doing shows like that. I like to do them like that. And we'll see how it goes. The thing is, when you do it like that, I can't show videos. I can't put little pictures up or anything like that, like this is, if I click a button here, you get a picture. Well, I can't do that if I'm doing it directly onto the Facebook like that. However, I can do your little videos. So that's a new thing that we're doing now. And hopefully, perhaps when I get in tonight from work, that would be around about sometime between 12 and 1 tonight, probably. We might try that again this evening if you want to have a little go with us. All right, it'd be nice to talk to you on there. All right, Ashley's going to get breakfast. Breakfast? 12:15 in the afternoon? Are you having a laugh? Carl, you want to get out of bed a bit more early. All these young people that lay in bed till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Good morning, Dino. Glad to see you're up there as well. Right, birthday time then. Let's do the birthdays. Today's birthdays. First of all, happy birthday to a very good friend of mine, A.D. James, who has also managed to lose an enormous amount of weight since he met this beautiful girl. I don't know what her name is, actually, AD, but happy birthday to you, AD. Okay, 42 today. That's a good age. Happy birthday, AD. Happy birthday today to Luke, who is 33 years old today. Pamela's just going to bed. Oh, God, Pamela. What, 12:15? Happy birthday, Luke. Vera Ginsberg, one of our Manilow ladies. Good morning, Vera. She is 52 today, younger than me, Vera. Happy birthday to you, Vera, okay? Joanne Ayres today, beautiful, 26 years old today. You're beautiful, Joanne. 26, happy birthday to Joanne. And Wayne Kinch is 46 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Wayne. And we're due yesterday's birthdays as well, because I wasn't with you yesterday due to mucking around with Ring and all that business. Gavin Matthews, it was his birthday on Saturday. James T.R. Buchanan. Happy birthday to you, James. And Pete Shepherd. That was Pete's birthday yesterday as well. So I'll sing you the song. Where's my little thing? There we go. Oh, no, it's the wrong song, innit? Hang on a minute. There we go. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. On this Sunday, the 15th of October 2017. Your final message. Sometimes I can't get to all the messages, or there's so many come through that I miss some out. So if that happens, I do apologise, but it's just one of those things. I'm afraid it's difficult to keep up with everything. Mark says, Believe TV, you can put more than one person on. Yeah, but that would be a different thing. We've got to keep it on the Facebook. Once you start swapping platforms and all that business, it gets a little bit complicated and all that. Okay, good. I think we're done, aren't we? Yeah, we're done. So that's it today. Once again, boys and girls, don't forget, tomorrow I'll be hosting my show on Upload Radio. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's music and chat, music from all times, from the 50s right up to today. There's a bit of classical, a little bit of chat from me, and a couple of little stories to talk about. That's tomorrow morning, and you can find that at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning UK time at uploadradio.com. See some of you tonight at the karaoke. Have a lovely Sunday, and thanks for watching and listening. Bye bye now.